We are replacing a catalytic converter on a Subaru Outback. I like to clean my work area so I'm not laying on twigs. Also, if dropping nuts, they're much easier to find if there's not a mess on the ground. Always place the handles towards the front so they're easy to remove. This pipe has a edge where they cut it. What I want to do is file that edge down before I install it. Alright, so this flange has some damage right here. It's a nick. Yeah, I want to get rid of that. There we go. Make sure everything's smooth. This is easy. Just take a mill file. Just do a quick check. We should go in the right direction. I would say absolutely required for this. $14mm. Remember to remove the shipping label. You don't want to be smelling this. Crow's foot on this. I gotta set my camera down. It's gonna take more than this. I would suggest loosening all these heat shield nuts prior to removing the exhaust. So this is the bolt I need to get to, and that's why I had to remove the heat shield. So look at this. Now it's out of my way. Now I can get a wrench up in there. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera off now because I gotta wrestle with this. Okay, found out that it's easier to come from this side. Alright, this side is easier to loosen the bolt. With a 1/2-inch breaker bar. And I don't got room underneath the car with this. Do not put nuts like this back on a vehicle. Hey, somebody chewed this one up. It might make it easier if we disconnect this thing. We're just galling in the thread. I'm going to need to clean this up before I put it back in. Compare, make sure they match. The original design, see the teardrop? Aftermarket, square. Oh, that's an impression fit. I put the original heat shield back on, but the holes don't line up on this end, so I used a hose clamp. The first bolt I want to put in is a hanger bolt. On exhaust parts, I like to put anti-seize on all my threads. It's nice that this hook, this bracket has a hook to hold the weight. Do not tighten these up all the way. Just get them on there. We want to get all the bolts in before tightening them. Heat shield, flange, centered. wire brush this. Pick the sensor, and we're gonna twist it in the hole this way, so we want to put a couple twists in the opposite direction, so when we thread it into the hole, the wires will straighten out. Well, that's the theory. You need with flanges, we want to tighten this evenly on each side, go back and forth, and we want the gap to be even all the way around. Alright, double check all bolts. This aftermarket catalytic converter has a built-in heat shield. It's not the same as OEM. I like to turn the vehicle on and make sure there's no leaks. After jacking the vehicle up, the first thing I recommend doing is removing the heat shield, because the heat shield is in the way of the bolts. So we'll be underneath the vehicle, and we drop this out of the way, and then this will rotate out and around. Now we have access. After the heat shield is, I recommend using a box opening wrench on this side, and then coming in from this side with a 6-inch extension. The tools that I used for this project were a brake bar, a ratchet, 6-inch extension, 14mm, 12mm, 10mm, 22mm, and a 22mm oxygen sensor wrench. Before endeavoring on this project, I suggest buying one of these. This will save a major headache. Also, gear wrenches. They're really nice. Two other tools that I used on this project: a 6-inch grinder and a propane torch.